Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. It's been a really long time since I've made one of these. My whole family is home. If you hear any noise in the background, there's nothing I can do about that. So today I decided to get a little fancy with it. I have my mic recording audio. I can hear everything I'm saying in real time. It's tripping me out a little bit, but I guess it's supposed to help. We'll see. So I just wanted to give you guys a little life update and then kind of go from there. I am transferring schools. It's been a while since I posted anything on YouTube. On TikTok, I've mentioned this. I changed my Instagram bio, but I was living on campus, and now I'm going to be commuting. I'm moving back home. I'm going to be living at home in my childhood bedroom with my parents 12 months out of the year instead of 3. And I'm going to drive to school every single day instead of living on campus 300 miles away. One might ask, what brought about such a change? Well, actually, my fall semester started off pretty solid, but then because of a series of events, I just started, my mental health took, a steep decline. I felt just so, ugh. I, fall semester break is there's a break every month except for September. You show up in August, you go through all of September, and then there's fall break in October, Thanksgiving break in November, and then winter break in December. But I didn't start feeling like I wanted to transfer until about November, I think. Or no, I think around the end of October, I was starting to feel a little bit off. And then around November, I actually at one point told my parents I was not coming back. I wasn't going back after Thanksgiving break because I was so overwhelmed by the series of events that had taken place. And I said, I'm not going back after I come home for Thanksgiving break. And my parents were like, yes, you are. What are you going to do with yourself? I did go back. I can be dramatic at times. I went back. I finished out the semester. But then as I was going through spring semester, there would be times where I would wish that I had applied to transfer for spring semester and not for the fall. So I definitely finalized that around, I think I applied sometime during the winter. I don't remember. I applied, I got accepted, and then when I went home for spring break, I put down a deposit. I've completely moved out. I'm not completely moved back into my room, but I'm almost moved back into my room. I have unpacked pretty much all my clothes. Today I washed my sheets and made my bed with my pink sheets from the dorm and not the sheets that I had on my bed before, which were a hodgepodge of just random blankets I could find around the house to keep me warm enough. Now I have actual good sheets on my bed and it's cute. We are going to redecorate my bedroom. I have moved my desk. It used to be over there. Now it's here. And I can see out the window. This is how it was initially when I first got this desk. It was first built. I had it put over here because my dresser and my armoire were like this. This armoire is broken. You can't see it in this shot though. My dad is going to fix it. He already knows how he's going to fix it. I want to take everything off the top and then pick what is going to stay. I have almost completely decluttered my room and got rid of things that I'm just I don't need this. Sometimes I'll be going through somewhere that I haven't gone through in a while and I just know it's been accumulating things, and I'll see something from high school, from sophomore year of high school, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I miss this thing. I'm like I need this. It needs to stay in my room. But then I'm like, wait, I haven't seen this in the last 4 years. I don't need this. Like, it doesn't need to be in my room. I can throw it out or I can move it somewhere else. Like, I don't need this in my room. My room was super messy. It is actually, like, things are starting to... things are starting to slightly accumulate. Which is, like... I'm trying my best. But considering the fact that I'm still, like, slowly moving back in, it's a little bit hard. And then I'm also planning on redecorating. I need to figure out where certain things are going to go. You can't see it, but this wall next to my bed used to be, and behind my bed, so like just the area that my bed touches used to be just completely covered and stuff. I took everything down. Except for this Van Gogh poster I have, which is just like a poster of his painting of his bedroom, and this Lego art that I had put on my wall, but I do plan on taking that down as well. I just want like new decor, because now I'm gonna be here all the time. My room doesn't feel like me. If it feels like it's stuck in like the first half of this decade, like 2020, 2021, 2019. I painted my bedroom doors, as you can see, back in 2019 originally. AC Moore was still a store. That rhymes. AC Moore was still a store. That's where I got like all my acrylic paints from. My dad paid for them because I didn't have a job. And one day, that's when a lot of people were painting their doors too. One day I was like, Dad, can I paint my doors in my room? And he said, okay. So on my closet, I painted sunflowers. Like, that is just so 2018, 2019. And then I got tired of the sunflowers pretty quickly. I have had numerous different things on my bedroom door, my main door. That black drip from the top, which I regret doing so bad, it used to have flames in it. And then I painted that over in black because I was like, I don't like this anymore. And it really sucks that I decided to just paint, like the designs I decided to paint on the room were just so era specific and so trendy. And then also, I got tired of the sunflowers. Then like a year later, still in middle school, I decided to paint Rick and Morty on my closet doors. And I have Rick and Morty on my closet door. It's chopped. I hate it. My mom was thinking actually of replacing the closet doors with, she said, an accordion door. It'd be easier to open. Yeah, get it out. Get it out. I'm ready. Get it out. Oh. The closet door can be removed. I'm okay with that. The bedroom door, if we want to paint over that, let me know. I would like it painted over. Oof. I'm very much so looking forward to redecorating my room. We're gonna put a mirror over there. I really want a fish. I have been doing betta fish research since sophomore year of high school. I have a Pinterest board that's just all betta fish resources. Like, it's different types of betta fish, tank mates, how to care for a betta fish, the environment that they need, the best plants to get, the best, tanks to get, the best decorations to get. I have had this board for the last 4 or 5 years, and I've wanted to get a betta fish so bad, but I actually don't know where I would put that now. Where I would put them. Because if we're gonna put the mirror behind this dresser, I unfortunately can't get a betta fish because the betta fish would have to go on there, and that would just be hard. I'm dear. Sorry. And I just get worried that I have too much stuff going on to put the fish there. So I don't think I'm going to get a betta fish. I do really want a very low maintenance. Well, if you have a living animal, there's going to be maintenance. But if I could find like a species that could take a smaller tank, I have to do my research again. Like, I've been doing years of research for the betta fish. Like, I want one so bad. I want one, and I want it to be happy and healthy. So I need like that 5-gallon tank. I don't have the space in my room for that, unfortunately. I could get like a moss ball, or like, I think jellyfish, ethically, I could get jellyfish. But I worry about my family's reaction to that. Jellyfish don't have brains, so you can keep them in anything. You know, it's nice if you give them space. Like, treat them well, you know? But if I were to be like, hey guys, I got jellyfish. You're my jellyfish. I have 3 jellyfish. They'd be like, jellyfish? Oh my gosh, no. And like probably freak out, but like, trust. Like, I know these things. I do my research. I feel like, okay, one thing that I actually want to complain about. People think just because you're not afraid to ask questions that you are dumb. Not true. It's not true. It actually pisses me off to no end, because if I'm confused about something or I don't know something, why shouldn't I find out the truth? You know? If we're in like a class setting and I don't know something pertaining to the class material and we're working in a group, what should stop me from just asking my group that question? Then you do that, and most of the people, especially at that school, oh my gosh, you do that, they'll look at you like, and assume that you're stupid. No, I'm just not afraid to ask questions. Have you see my grades? I'm not stupid, okay? Like, that's so stupid to me. The concept of that is so dumb that you would assume somebody who's not afraid to ask questions is just stupid. If you can notice when somebody is not the smartest based off of the way you have to take into account numerous things to determine whether or not somebody's stupid. There are such things as silly, dumb questions. But just because somebody asks these silly questions doesn't mean that they're stupid. Like, you can tell when someone's stupid. Like, it's possible to be stupid, but people shouldn't be afraid to ask questions. Like, I know stupid people. I'm not one of them. Trust, I'm not stupid people. I'm not stupid people. I'm not a stupid person. Please believe me. Please believe me. I'm not dumb. Please. I'm not. I don't think... Dumb is not a term that somebody would use to refer to me, which is, like, funny to say, but, like, never. Never. Like, there's probably a plethora of insulting names that you can use for me, mean things that you can call me. Definitely. Like, I can think of a few, but, like, if you were to call me dumb behind my back to someone else, I don't I don't think that they would agree. So I don't want to go on yapping for too long. um, I actually don't, because I don't really feel like talking for too long and I have stuff to put away. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a catch up on my life. I'm transferring. Oh, I started selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. And I got my dose upped as well. And I am feeling actually great. I have never been on medication for this before. And it's great. Do I want this to be a permanent thing forever that I'm stuck on and I can't function without it? Not really. But it's helped. It's definitely helped. I think I wake up happier. I wake up with more drive, more motivation. It it definitely helped within these last few weeks with this final season, but now I've reached a point where I'm like, okay, what do I do? What do I do now? I was playing video games with my friends the other day. I try not to play too many video games. Now I need more analog copies, but I was playing video games with my friends. And I was like, okay, well tomorrow I have nothing to do all day. Because I washed my hair that day. So like I washed my hair, unpacked. I had stuff to do. But I had nothing to do at all the next day. I was like, what do I do tomorrow? What did I do? I went for a walk for an hour outside in nature. And I went to the library and I went to Panera Bread. Freaking love Panera Bread Sip Club, okay? I go almost every day. Which is probably not say I go oft. I go often. I only have a quarter tank of gas left, so today I went to Panera again, also obviously, but I was looking for apple cider vinegar capsules because I ran out. I used my last 2 today, and every morning I take my SSRI, 2 probiotic gummies, and 2 apple cider vinegar capsules. But now I have no apple cider vinegar. My stomach has just been in an uproar. In this house, there is no vegetables. There are no lettuce. No, there's pickles. I think I'm gonna go downstairs soon and have a few pickles. I need something green. There's nothing green in this house. I need to go grocery shopping. I told my dad, I was like, we need to go grocery shopping on Monday. There is nothing green in this house. I'm going insane. And then the greens that we did have, the lettuce, it was like the bagged salads that come with like all the ingredients. I was gonna take some of that. It was like a lettuce kale mix, and I was gonna mix that in with my rice and quinoa. I was gonna mix that in with my rice and quinoa. My dad looks at the bag. He's like, I think we've had that for a while. Wait, let me look at it. It expired in April. Expired on April 30th. Guys, I need my greens. I need my fiber. Like, this is serious. With the amount of protein I eat, I need fiber too. I'm gonna get blocked up. And that's not good. Yeah? I know. I don't know. Anywho. So, it's great to be back home. Because when I'm home, I just feel things are just easier. I have less to worry about in the great scheme. Oh, I don't have a job anymore. At least I don't think so. My manager at my job has like not responded to any of my messages. So I'm a little upset about that, but I have a job interview for a new job on Tuesday. And I actually was messaged about scheduling another job interview. So things will work out. I have become a more level-headed individual. I am having a great time with life, which is fabulous compared to the fall semester and then the first half of spring semester before I was accepted to my local school that I'm transferring to. I was just I was like dejected, which is insane. Cause like I don't skip class. I can't skip class because then I get like really anxious about that. Like I can't. Well, that's a lie. I skipped a class all fall semester. I didn't go. All I did was the assignments and the grades, and I ended with like I think either an A minus or a B plus. But it was 8:30. I couldn't do it, but I did what needed to be done so I could get the good grade. That's fine. But if the class is at a reasonable time, because that was also like the only class I could only take it at that time. I tried to get something else to fill that requirement to take it a different time. I couldn't, so I was stuck with that. But at the end, it worked out, which is great. But I don't skip class. I work out every day. Cardio, at least an hour of cardio every day. And then around half an hour of weightlifting or like Pilates or yoga or something like that. Like I'm constantly moving my body. I do what needs to be done. I take care of all my responsibilities. But still like I was in this place where I just felt so like I don't even know how to explain it. Like it was just like and it makes you wonder, is it because of the season? You know, did the winter make it worse? I don't know. I've never thought about that. I don't think so, actually, because even like before the clocks changed and we had, longer days of sun up later or like the weather warming up, I like that didn't affect my mood. I really don't know what it was. But now that I'm on the SSRI, I feel so much more at peace. Like it's crazy. It's actually really funny though. Right after I started taking the medication, I had a fever and I was in bed for a week. But worse enough, the day that I started feeling sick was the day I was supposed to go back to school after spring break. I went back to school. The next day, I had 104-degree temp. And everyone thought that this was because of the medication because I had just started taking the medication. I actually started feeling a little bad on Saturday night. But I was like, oh, this is probably like just side effects from the medication. I just started taking the medication. And I was like, oh, this must be serotonin syndrome. I was like, that's really sad if this is serotonin syndrome. Because serotonin syndrome is when your body gets way too much serotonin that it's used to at once. It's like this is the lowest dose. It wasn't serotonin syndrome. It was a virus. I'm fine. Thank God. Oh my gosh. But yeah, since I've started taking the medication, I'm so much happier. I'm less anxious. I would never participate in my classes. I participate in class all the time. Especially if it's a class with a topic that I like. Oh my gosh, my environmental ethics class, I spoke every single class for the rest of the semester. I never would participate in class. Last spring, I raised my hand for once, the entire semester in this one class, raised my hand. I didn't even get picked on, but I started feeling lightheaded. Like, it's just these things that be tearing me up that really shouldn't be. But I'm doing better. And I'm happy, and I'm so looking forward to what the future has in store for me. I cannot wait to see how this summer will go and how my experience at my new school will go. I'm definitely like very attached to my parents, especially my dad, and it sucked to not be close to my parents too at school. And I was like, I want to come home. But then like my parents will ask me like, oh, what's the real reason you want to come home? And I don't, I'm like, I don't want to tell them that I miss them and I want to hang out with them. I don't want to tell them that. I'm just going to say like, I wanted to be home. Because they're like, oh, but when you're home, you're always in your room. I'm just like, no, I talk to you guys all the time. It's just like, this is my default area. But I talk to everyone. I go to everyone. I talk to everyone. But anyways, I'm so happy. I'm happy, which is nice. Yeah, thanks for watching my little catch up video. I kind of want to try and make videos more frequently. Every week would be nice. But yeah, I'll just try my best. So thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.